Come with me as we journey back to 2012, the year that brought us the legendary breakout wave of Hero Factory sets. It's time to finally discuss the big guy, Stormer XL. So does this set even hold up? Are the pieces that come in this set, are they any good? And can you use them in your own creations? Let's discuss all that and more in today's video. We're even going to look at some revamps of Stormer. There's heaps to do. Let's dive in and have some fun. My boy Stormer is finally getting his XL form. This is a character that has appeared in every single wave of Hero Factory. Him and Furno, they were the only two characters to ever do that. So it makes sense that this legendary character would be given this treatment. He deserves this. One of the highlights of this set is the way that the back is designed. We've got these additional struts, and when you move the arm, he gets that little bit of extra movement. Giving him that little bit of shoulder swivel allows you to put his arm in all sorts of poses. You can bend even further than any of your other typical Hero Factory characters. It's incredibly rare to see this in any Hero Factory or Bionicle set, and I'm trying to think, I don't believe we've ever seen this before in any other set. Please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm currently looking at my shelves of Bionicles. I can't see anything. This may very well be a one-of-a-kind play feature. The high levels of posability in this set, well, they're all over. It is super effortless and incredibly easy to pose this guy. I mean, that alone is the sign of an excellent LEGO set. Now, I have seen a few fans who are a bit unhappy with his gigantic torso. People feel like it's very disproportionate to the rest of the body, and yeah, I get it. Perhaps filling in some of this lower area here on the waist would have dealt with this problem just a little bit, and it would have made everything a little bit more consistent. But other than this, everything else on the set is perfect. I mean, just look at the sword, for example. These colors. Oh, it's exquisite. And what an interesting idea to give him this sort of winged armor. These pieces are fancy. The idea is that these can kind of detach and become little scouting drones. You see this in some of the animated shorts. And something else that's in those animated shorts is that we see Stormer XL fighting Speeder Demon, and they're both racing on bikes. Where the heck was Stormer's bike? We never got that as an official set. I mean, it would have made this way more expensive, but can you imagine if we got a bike and a Titan riding it? That would have been sick. Sure, I think this set is great as it is. I don't think it needs the bike for it to be considered perfect. But I mean, when you tease us with this in the animated shorts, of course I want one. Thankfully, it does appear to just be a recolored version of Furno's bike. So if you wanted to make it, you essentially already have instructions, you just have to do a color swap. Another interesting detail here are these lower legs. I like that they experimented with doubling up armor on both sides of the limb. See, this is good. It looks nice from every angle. It's not like a lot of Hero Factory sets where if you look at it from behind, you've got some unsightly gaps. It would have been nice to see them continue this in a few other sets. And yeah, we also see some stickers here. It's not every day you see stickers popping up in any Bionicle or Hero Factory set. It is a rare sight. Stickers aren't everyone's favorite thing, but you know, I do like the pops of blue that this adds to different parts of the body. It looks really nice on this toy. So yeah, stickers are uncommon, but you know what is even more uncommon? A dark bluish grey torso piece. If you want it in this color, it only appears in this set. Why? I mean, you can barely notice that this is even on here. It isn't until you look at it from behind that you might notice it. It's pretty easy to ignore. So why did they put this in and recolor it? Recoloring pieces is not a super easy process for LEGO to do. It does cost them a little bit of extra money. Maybe it made building this a little bit easier, having a different color. You often see that in LEGO sets. They'll have rainbow pieces on the inside, so it's a little bit easier to track where you are when you're building. Maybe that's why they did this, but I don't know. This kind of seems like a bit of a pointless inclusion, but I'm not complaining. Any recolored piece is always a good thing. But I wonder what the reason was for doing this. Alright, we're talking a lot about pieces, so why don't we dive into all the other pieces that come in this set? We'll highlight a few standouts, and I'll show you how you can use them in your own creations. Starting off with that larger white chest armor piece. Check out how Fuzzy Builds uses it for a large armor section on the back of this character. I like how the edges of it neatly transition into these arms. It looks good. But you could also use this piece like Black Pug MOCs has done. It's the perfect size and shape for a crab shell. Hey, if you're looking to revamp one of the Manus crabs, this is a must-have piece. Stormer XL also comes with a silver foot piece, and these are the perfect pieces for any Titan creation. Or you could do what SparkMox has done, and you place it on the torso. I like that the empty section here is being covered up and kind of filled in with some system pieces. That little extra touch of detail looks so lovely. Oh, but one of the standout pieces in this set is this double-sided socket joint. For some reason, this only appears in, I believe, 7 sets, which is not that much. I wish this was super common, because it's very helpful. One reason it's helpful is you could do what Timeline 15 has done right here. It's the perfect piece to lock together these 2 CCBS limbs on the legs. And doing this, it creates much thicker limbs that you can really heavily armor up. I mean, just picture this with armor on, it would look so good. Another small limb element that's included are these friction joints. Alex C. Parsons shows us the amazing texture that you can get when you put a bunch of these together. I mean, look at that. It's a very nice layered effect. It's gorgeous. Additionally, Stormer comes with what might be the best looking sword piece ever made. I love how that silver and trans blue looks. I reckon you can pair this with any MOC that has that exact same color in its color scheme. It's gonna look incredible. Those winged armor pieces we mentioned before, how could they be used? Well, Elira uses some on a trident. I like how this kind of armors up the transition between each of these spikes on the trident itself. It makes it look so clean, so crisp. And finally, Stormer's iconic mask. Let's look at a couple ways you could use this that aren't as a mask. Mathadrone uses it for the lower section of this torso. You're placing it the other way around and locking it in like this. Hey, that's some good looking armor. Or, if you don't want to do that, you could do what Inspiration to Creation has done on a Cricker revamp. You use it as some upper leg armor. Both of these look pretty good. Sweet. That's it for looking at the pieces. Now, let's look at 2 revamps of Stormer XL. We'll begin with Bob the Doctor 27's revamp. And this is a bit more of a modest take, but I really appreciate how things have been cleaned up and everything's just tied together that little bit more. See this silver armor that's here at the bottom of the waist? This bridges into the white chest piece in such a better way. It fixes that previous issue we were talking about before, and everything looks so consistent now. Isn't it amazing how one extra piece can do so much for a revamp? There's a few other modifications in there too, but you know, adding that in is still very important. It's also nice to see some azure pieces being included, instead of blue like we were seeing on the set. Yet there's something about that higher contrast color that, I don't know, I think I actually prefer. Very nice. Now, this has way less gaps in the design as well. The armor feels so compact. You can especially see that here on the arms. Dude, this rocks. And now, for a radically different approach to Stormer XL, Care Creations gives us a special ops version of Stormer. Oh, this is cool. Reimagining the idea of what an XL character can be. Instead of doubling them in size and making them bigger and better, what if they just got new armor, and that added some extra size and bulk to the build? Yeah, I like that. Especially if the armor is specific for a mission, and so that changes the color scheme and gives him some new enhancements. Enhancements like this cool new helmet. I mean, look at the way it peels off of his face and reveals his original mask. Even using Core Hunter's mask and sticking some tubing inside it for, I guess, like a filtration mask or a gas mask. That's genius. Yes, this is a very different take on the character, but I really enjoy seeing experimentation like this. And it's a great reminder too that you can take any hero, no matter how small they are or how big they are, and you can give them a layered backpack, extra armor, a helmet, and they're gonna look way, way cooler. Oh, this is such a creative idea. There you have it. That's Stormer XL, what a legend. Hey, did you enjoy some of the MOCs I showed you today? If you did, check the links below. You can find even more from those builders right there. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, happy building, and bye for now.